Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Friday, it's the 4th of February, the end of another week. We have got in front of me the self-made weight. This is by Polycount TAS 1.49 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. This is an adjustable weight in so much as you can add, I mean they look like chopped up railway ties. To me, not ties, tracks. Regardless, comes on a pallet. You'll find it under tools and weights. On the very end, slot count will come down from 2 to 1. It's only 500 to buy for, I think, the base model. Does it go up? Yeah. So we start with a 500 kilogram, 900, 1,400, 1,800, 2,100 kilos. We can change the main color, which is the framework, to anything on that pallet. Design color changes what's inside it, and the outside 3-point link attaches like that. Not much else to it, really. Very nice indeed. Self-made weight by Polycount TAS. Next we have got this. This is the liquid manure tank by SP Modding. 1.44 megabytes download. 1 slot on console. This is a buy point for slurry or liquid manure. If we go into our build mode, you'll find it under buildings and silos. That one just there. If I remember when I had it, I'll zoom in. The liquid manure tank is 50,000 to buy. If I get another one. Rotation and then placement. Depends how flat it is, obviously, and it may cost you more or less. And then what we'll do is, where are we? Here we are. Directly in front of where the steps are and the gantry, put up next to it. It will say start filling. It is charging me. Let's see what it's going to charge for a full tank here. I'm not comparing it to any other of the buy points for buying slurry, just curious to see what it's going to cost. It's fairly fast to fill. I'm just thinking, you know, some of your larger tanks and tankers might take a bit longer. Just in case you haven't got any cows yet or any pigs yet and you've got no slurry on the go and you want to be going for a more organic fertilising option, 900 for 21,000 litres. That's not too bad at all, really. Here we go. Buy point for liquid manure. The liquid manure tank by SP Modding. Next, over here, we have got the Lizard self-made trailer. This is by Kawa. 3.43 megabytes download. 2 slots on console. It does have straps. You can put bales on this, pallets, anything you like. That's entirely up to you. It's not an auto-load trailer or anything like that. It's just a self-made trailer with straps. You'll find it. Where did I find this in the end? It was actually under trailers. I thought it was under low loaders, then maybe miscellaneous. Then I did look under bale loaders, but it was actually under just standard trailers. 2,500, so nice and cheap. Slot count will come down from 2 to 1. Options, we can change the main colour to anything on that palette. Rim colour, grey, grey 2. I mean, it's more of a metallic-y sort of matte, really. Or the black. Actually, I do quite like that. That's nice. And then a number plate option if you want to go for a number plate option. Nicely made. It does have lights as well. We can do the straps individually or from in cab. Turn our lights on. Indicators as well. There we go. The Lizard self-made trailer by Kawa. Moving on from there. We'll finish on the tractors because I'm never too sure. There's not a lot of options on those today, but we will see. I have heard tell through the grapevine today that Giants have, was I admitted? A few people have mentioned it. I don't know if it's been written down anywhere or on a forum or something like that, that there is a problem with game crashes and the store menu and that kind of thing. Whether that's official or not, I've just heard that from a few different people. And today also saw the post on Discord to say the next content patch is coming in the next few weeks and it adds more vehicles plus bug fixes to Farming Simulator 22. And they've done a fact sheet Friday with 3 pieces of equipment. I'm assuming there'll be another one next week. When it says coming in the next few weeks, I'd like to think in the next couple, but could be anywhere up to the end of February realistically, or possibly even beyond that. But that's what they've said today. So there will be more bug fixes and stuff coming. What that will include, we will see when the patch gets released. But we have got here the Lizard R300 R400. This is by Bartson V3. 1.92 megabytes download, 3 slots each. There's a 3 meter and a 4 meter. I've gone for the 4 meter. This is a roller. Now, it does say in the mod hub and on the website, it is best to cultivate the soil with a roller after sowing to save fertilizer. Now, I'm not sure, because if this works as a regular roller, you would still fertilise twice. If it works as a roller in FS22, that will give you an extra, is it 5% on your yield if you roll after sowing. So what I have done is I've done some seeding, and what should happen is we should roll, and it should give the rolled state, not a fertilised state. But we can check that. This you will find under rollers, the R300, R400, 1500, 2500. Slot count will go down from 3 to 1. Options are the same on both. We've got accessories none, design 1, design 2, design 3, design 4, 5, 6, back to none again. No stickers or stickers. I think if we put one of those options on, oh no, it just puts the Lizard R400 on there. Then the main colour changes the framework, so we can change the framework to anything on that palette there. The roller stays metallic. Those are your options on the roller. So what we'll do is drop it down. If this goes darker, then it is giving us a fertilising state as well. As you can see, it's rolling. So after you've done your seeding, you go over the roller. That will give you a 5% increase in yield. But what I'm going to do is just double check this. Let's zoom in as best we can there. Turn the lime off. Yeah, so it's not giving us fertilising. It's not blue on there. So it will just act like a regular roller after sowing, which should give you a 5% increase. That does look really nice actually. The metallic roller going around with a bit of dirt on it now as it's gone round. It does have lights on it as well. And indicators too. So we go. That's the Lizard R300 R400 by Bartson V3 roller. Next up we have got the Amazon ED3000 planter. This is by Madar HR. Just there. It is 6.42 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. It's a 3 meter planter, a 4 row as you can see. I like the design of this with the auger sort of, well, yeah, auger, it's an auger, isn't it? So you put your seed in, it does seed and fertiliser this one. What I did find was seed I did from the binding silo. The fertiliser I had to do from pallets. It wouldn't let me do both from there. I think because the trigger on it maybe it gets a little bit confused with what it should be doing. But I like the fact it should go up there and then the pipes put it in. So the fertiliser's in this section. Seed boxes on here. This you'll find under planters. The Amazon ED3000, 27 grand for the base model, requires 100 horsepower. Already said the slot counts. So slot count will come down from 4 to 1. It is 3 meters wide. It's a 1,140 litre overall tank, but it does seed and fertilizer. I'm pretty sure it's 900 fertilizer, 240 seed, so not a huge amount. There are no options available. You get it just like that. Let's hop in. Hook it up. This does have lights on it as well. There you go. Put the full lights on. We've got those ones on the back as well. We do have ridge markers, left, right, or back up again if you want to use the ridge markers. Open cover. Turn it on. Drop it down. This is not a direct drill, so it will need the ground to be cultivated, shallow, deep, ploughed, subsoiled, but something will need to be done before you sow, plant. If I go on to the next bit over, probably do it the front way. Actually, I've only got a fairly small tractor. Oh, that's interesting. What is that? Is that just fertiliser? Wow, okay. So that's not putting any seed down, but it is fertilising. So it's acting like a fertiliser. If you haven't, I've never actually checked that before, never thought to check it. If you're going to do your seeding, you need to, with this, because it's not a direct drill, you need to have, like I say, done some kind of seed bed preparation. But I thought I would just show you that it wouldn't work if you did it on an unprepared bit of land, but it did still fertilise. Well, there you go. That's the Amazon ED3000 by Manure HR. Turn off. Next, we have got the Schluter 2500 VL. This is by MTL Modding Team. 3.87 megabytes and 2 slots on console. This is a 240 horsepower tractor. We've had various different versions of this over FS17, 19, 22. Do we have it on 15? I'm trying to think now. There might have even been earlier versions of it as well. I only came to the game on 15. Nicely detailed mod, as you can see. Nice metallic on the back. Even looks like it's kind of got weld lines. It's amazing. Brilliant. This you'll find under medium tractors. 124 grand. It's not cheap for a 240 horsepower tractor. It's not a huge amount of options, but anyway, 124 grand for the base model. Slot count will come down from 2 to 1. We've got the option of Trelleborg or Michelin. Those are the two choices. And the Trelleborg, we've got standard, wides, twins, back to standard. And the Michelin, I think we've got the same. Standard, wide, twins, back to standard. We've got a 2500 VL automatic, 2500 VL manual, power shift gearbox, but we can change the manual and stuff anyway. But anyway, it has it on there. We can change the main colour setting on this palette. I went for the carmine red, but we've got a schluter yellow, quite kind of pastel-y, very pale colours. Schluter white aluminium, which I quite like too. But anyway, anything else on that palette too? Then design colour changes the seat colour inside. Then rim colour. And then we've got the option of changing the license plates, number plate, if you wish. Those are your choices, options on the Schluter. Let's jump in. Horn, beacons on the roof, lights. There are no opening doors or windows on this one. Very cool. Interior. For once, the mirrors are working and not flickering for me. That's nice. That makes a change. So there we go. I love seeing the tyres like that. It's brilliant. That's the... Oh, I left the lights on. Hang on. That's the Schluter 2500 VL by MTL modding team, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today and the last of the mods for this week. And it's this. This is the New Holland L95 Fiat Agri by Sevi Modding, AM Modding. So this was in the period when New Holland were building tractors on behalf of, I think, because there's been lots of amalgamations and stuff over the years. Manufactured by New Holland, but had a Fiat engine, I think, if I recall correctly. Nice looking little tractor. This you'll find under small tractors. Not that one, small tractors. Nice and cheap as well. 36,400. 95 horsepower. There's no other options. It's the L95. It's a 95 horsepower tractor. We've got weight, yes or no. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg, we've got standards. We've got wheel weights, wide tyres, wides and weights, back to standard. Under Michelin, we've got narrows. That's the only option under the Michelins. Under Continental, we've got standards and weights. So for the larger selection, you want to go with Trelleborgs. If you want narrows, you want Michelins. And then the Continental, we've got a standard or with wheel weights. Then we've got front loader attacher, no. Quick, hour or off. And then we've got main colour option. Anything along that palette. There's a whole lot of New Holland colours there. And the sort of Fiat Agri. Oh, it's got like rust red, really. I think that's how I refer to it as. But a whole load of options there. And license plate option 2. Let's hop in. Let's jump back in again. The hand moving like this is a really weird memory. My mum used to do it all the time. Every time she got into the car, she would waggle the gear stick. Don't know why. It's just one of those weird things that people do. Let's try that. Beacon. Horn. Lights. I went for the narrows on this one. Oh, whoa! That's my dad used to refer to. Cheap and cheerful. Not too expensive. 95 horsepower, and you can do little tricks like that. Three-wheeler. Oh, that's a little bit fruity on the turn, isn't it? Interior, nice and neat and tidy. There you go. That's it. The New Holland L95 Fiat Agri. Did I say it was 11.18 megabytes and 11 slots on console? I didn't, did I? That's by Sevi Modding and AM Modding. That's it for the mods for today and indeed this week. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.